Hey, what's up again? It's Juice from Juice and Plop's Happy Hour, bringing you After Hours. We just had our second podcast a couple days ago. I know this video is coming up kind of late, but I've been pretty busy with some other things, and I'm really tired right now. It's about 12:30. Gotta get up at 6, so I'm gonna try to make this short and sweet. Alright, the cigar we covered was the Padilla Miami Oscuro Limitada. It was a pretty good cigar overall. It was labeled as a medium to full body, but I would put it right at a medium. It started off pretty good, nice little coffee taste, a little bit of pepper to it, which the pepper ended up dying down later into the cigar, and you ended up with a cocoa kind of sweet coffee flavor to it. It was actually pretty good. We gave it a 6.8 out of 10. I know my wrapper, when I was smoking it, just blew up on me. I described it as, it looked like someone took a dead maple leaf and wrapped my cigar in it. But it didn't affect the burn. It didn't affect the taste. It was pretty good. I would recommend it. That's the Padilla Miami Oscuro Limitada. It got a 6.8 from Juice and Plop. Now we'll move on to comics. Our pick of the week, Animal Man. This is a really good series. If you're not getting it, go ahead and pick it up. It's completely different from superhero type of comics. It's a horror kind of comic in it, and in this one, we get to see the Rot infect Buddy Baker and give him a glimpse of what the future may hold and the type of powers that his daughter actually has. And at the end, we get to find out that there might be a crossover of Swamp Thing. So, kind of looking forward to that. The other comics we did were Swamp Thing and Batman Detective Comics, which Swamp Thing was really good. That was actually Plop's pick of the week, but once we started talking about it, he came around and chose Animal Man, as I did, and we both agreed that Batman Detective Comics was the weakest of the bunch, although it did have some good parts in it, but it was the weakest one. It was a good comic, just not as good as Animal Man or Swamp Thing. And next, there's some comics that I read that Plop isn't subscribed to. We have The Defenders. Not really sure what to think about this comic yet. It's about a Hulk's Hulk, so to say, that has been released, and the Hulk came and got these Defenders together. You got Iron Fist, She-Hulk, Silver Surfer's in it. It's okay so far, just kind of looking to see where it heads. It's only the second issue. So, if you want to pick it up, go ahead. It's not something I would highly recommend. Next we have Witchblade. I picked this up because Tim Seeley was in the shop doing sketches for people that bought any of his books or picked up this, which is his new kind of series thing. New writer on it. So I decided to give it a go. Why not? Didn't cost much. It was good overall. Not something I would probably keep buying every month. I'll probably end up picking up in trade. But it's pretty good. Just it didn't bring anything new. Then I do Red Lanterns. Right here. Here we have Bleeze and Atrocitus fighting to lead the Red Lantern, which is kind of misleading once you actually read the issue. Although they do fight, we find out in the last issue that Krona's body's missing, and in this one, Atrocitus thinks that Bleeze did something with it, but it turns out that maybe someone else came in Soul's body, or maybe Krona actually wasn't dead. So, I don't know, I think I might keep getting it. I was iffy on it, because I already got Green Lantern I'm reading. I'm picking up a couple back issues of Green Lantern New Guardians, and I just figure why keep reading another Lantern book, but it's something different. graphic and violent. So it's alright. Then I'm doing Wolverine X-Men Alpha and Omega right here. The only reason why I'm picking this up is it's kind of a mini series. It's only 5 issues. I'm reading the main series, Wolverine and X-Men, and I'm not familiar with Kid Omega. That was, man, I haven't really been into X-Men since the 90s, the cartoons. I just started picking them back up, and I just never really got introduced to Kid Omega, really. So I just want to see what he was about. But in that issue, it's kind of a control thing. Kid Omega is taking over Wolverine's mind, and Wolverine doesn't really like it that much. So we'll see where it heads. You got Uncanny X-Men. Here you got Colossus as the Juggernaut. In the background, try to show you. There we go. There's the Phalanx. That's what this issue is about. It's the beginning of the new story arc, kinda. Mr. Sinister is in it. Notice how I didn't say Sinestro like I did in the first video. But Mr. Sinister is in it, and it shows how he kinda became the, I don't know, owner of sorts of the Phalanx and what he did with them and what's happening. So it was a pretty good issue overall. I'd recommend it. Then we got Avengers Extinction, Iron Man and Cable on the front. This is only a 4-issue series leading into the Avengers vs. X-Men. There's a couple splash pages on it. You know, the art's pretty simple, but it works. And I think each issue, it might show Cable going up against another Avenger. Because last one, he caught Falcon and Captain America. So in this one, we find out what actually happened to Captain America when he had that gun to his head, held by Cable. In this issue, it's Iron Man and Cable. And the next issue, it looks like it might be the Red Hulk and Cable. So it's decent. I mean, it's only 4 issues. If you want to pick it up, it's leading into Avengers and X-Men. And if you want, speaking of that, go ahead and send us a picture of you enjoying our podcast, identifying, you know, Juice Plop somehow, and we will send you a variant cover of issue number 1 for free. All expenses paid. So you can go on our Twitter, Juice and Plop, and figure out how to get a hold of us there. Or email juiceandplop@gmail.com, or just comment on the video and get a hold of us. Send us a picture. And then I'm doing a couple back issues. You can see I'm only on issue 3 of this, Supergirl. I like it, just not enough to pay, you know, whatever, it's 50% off. So on issue 3s right now, picking it up. I like it. The only thing I really don't like is you can't see it in the cover, but her uniform, I don't like her boots. Something about the boots I don't like. That's about it. But, you know, I like Supergirl, Power Girl. A lot of my favorite comic book characters happen to be female, which is, I don't know, I think it's kind of weird, but she's pretty cool. She finds out where her pod was taken to, and, what's his name? Tycho something, the guy that paid the Russians and the Americans to claim whatever lands on their soil. He brings her up to the spaceship and kind of sees what she's all about. Then Green Lantern New Guardians, again, issue 3, 50% off where I go. It's pretty good. He harnessed all the powers of the ring, the full color spectrum. Goes to Oa. Is that how you pronounce the planet the Guardian is from? Oa? I don't know. He finds that, what's his name? Ganthet. They pretty much brainwash him. He's motionless now. So he's like all the other Guardians. And he's come to find out why he has all these rings and they can't believe it. What's going on? The people that the rings came from are going after him, and Bleeze comes flying in with rage to fight all the Guardians and all the other members of the all the other Ring Corps come flying in to help fight them, and it happens they all get whooped in it, and Kyle Rayner loses a bunch of the rings. Don't know what's going to happen there. But one of the rings he was wearing was actually a construct of the Orange Lantern Corps. So we'll see what happens with that, and who comes making an appearance, and who claims the Guardians and all the other members of the Green Corps as his own. So that's it. Hopefully next video I'll be a little bit more lively. Sure I will. So check it out. Coming up, it will be Do Some Plops Quickie number 3, and I'll get that posted probably in the next couple days if I can. So maybe tomorrow. I gotta get this computer back to my mom. Borrow her computer because she has a webcam and I don't. So alright, well, go ahead, get a hold of us for that free giveaway for Avengers Extinction issue number 1 variant cover on Twitter at DoSomePlop, our email dosomeplop@gmail.com, or comment on the video below to get a hold of us. So until next time.